Well, all right then. Well, let me start with what my people, the Lakota and Dakota, call Bigfoot. Chie Tonka. Chie Tonka means big brother or elder brother, or the big man. It's a name that shows how much respect and honor we have for this multi-dimensional being that can go in and out of the worlds as he so chooses. So Chie Tonka is a protector of spaces like this, our Mother Earth. He's also a protector who's been known to help our people or terrorize those who terrorize the earth. Chie Tonka can walk through the forest without being seen, but can also run through the forest like an elephant, snapping trees in half. He chooses how he is seen, and by whom, and when. They're also known for their psychic abilities, so they know when people are looking for them. They know when people are coming through. So if you see Bigfoot, it's by choice, by Bigfoot's choice. There are many nations that have different stories and teachings about Bigfoot. So what I share is from elders that I've heard share their stories, or from my people. I've heard of elders that have traded with Bigfoot. They'll leave things out in a certain area, and then Bigfoot leaves things, takes those things, and then leaves things for them. My auntie is Ojibwe, and she shared with me a story the other day that can be triggering to some, so just beware. Probably about 20 years ago, my auntie was kidnapped by a group of men that took her up into the mountains and tried to have their way with her. They intended to kill her and leave her there. They've done this to many indigenous women before. Long story short, she escaped and was wandering those mountainsides looking for a safe place. Bigfoot found her and took her into his lodge to protect her. And she stayed there that night. She told me that she could hear him walking back and forth, patrolling the area to make sure that those men couldn't find her, and if they did, that they wouldn't be able to get to her. That's not the only time she's seen Bigfoot, too. When she was a little girl, she said the first time she saw him was when she was lost in the forest, and she was crying. Came across this tall being with green eyes that told her, "Don't be scared. Just close your eyes and you'll be able to see your way through the dark." And so she did. She closed her eyes, just like Bigfoot said, and she found her way back home and out of the forest. So I've been told that when we see Chie Tonka or Bigfoot, that it's a warning. Bigfoot comes to remind us of the balance that is supposed to exist in all places like this. As one of those beings that's a protector of the balance, it's a warning to tell us to beware of how we treat the earth, and that big changes are coming, earth changes, and to prepare for that. So the more sightings that we see, the bigger the warning it is. And so as you're watching this video, think about your relationship with the earth. Do you treat it as your mother with honor and respect? Because if not, you might be one of those that Bigfoot chooses to terrorize. Or you could be one of those he protects.